Chris Waddle.
Oh, you're kidding me. September.
Kyle Lafferty.
Are you joking me?
Is that right?
I know, it's not right.
Anybody else?
Leash, was it?
Like, that is one of the most stupid questions.
Darius Vassell?
Seriously, you all need to just stay quiet. This is getting really annoying doing this quiz.
What is going on here?
Welcome along to the shoutliest segment on Irish radio. It's the scintillating, it's the stupefying, it's the splendido, no holds barred, crappy quiz. Every Friday, we pit three of Team Off the Ball up against each other in a quiz of sporting factoids at the end of the week. Allow me to welcome today's contestants. Our first contestant today is still riding high after Robbie Henshaw played well for Ireland last weekend. It's the first good thing to happen to Athlone in about 40 years, and he's not about to live this down. Give it up for Adrian, who's your daddy, Barry.
Yeah, we ran Gary Castle close in the championship last year, and that's probably that's as good as it gets. But yeah, Athlone flying the flag high. Form of his life, I don't think it's an exaggeration. He's playing unbelievably well.
How can he be in the form of his life if, when you think back to the greatest performance any Irish team has ever produced, how did he perform that day? Does that mean that performance could have been even better if Robbie Henshaw had been in the form of his life back then?
Well, what you're talking about is, and I'm not saying it wasn't in great form at that time, but what you're talking about is a one-off performance. I'm not talking about the experience of watching Johnny come lately struggle, like yourself, Nathan, and just tune in when the internationals come around. And actually sometimes not even tune in. You just be watching an all sort of bang average Premier League team who aren't even going to make the top four, I'm assuming, when the Ireland game was on. But generally he's been playing very well for...
I apologise for working on the weekend, Adrian. I know it's not something you're familiar with.
Just saying your preferences are what they are.
We have a culture war breaking out here on the Crappy Quiz, football versus rugby, and hopefully it gets determined as this quiz rages on. Our next contestant today is sporting his very Ballyhonest haircut for a very, very Ballyhonest man. It's Nathan Nate Dog Murphy. You're very welcome.
That's it? Didn't put much effort into that, did he?
That's all there is. Well, I had a different intro written, and once I saw the haircut, I was like, that's all there is.
Okay,
let the haircut do the talking.
Thanks, yeah. I'm delighted with it.
First rule of commentary is let the pictures breathe, and we're going to do that today. We're going to let the pictures breathe, and it is a very impressive haircut, I'm not going to lie, considering everything you were up against. A home haircut, and you've got a future in this, whoever did the job.
My wife, she'll be delighted with your compliments on, as always.
Did you is it a 2 on the sides? Is that technically it?
I don't know. You see, it wasn't a proper hair cutting razor that was used. It was a beard trimming razor. So
How did you get the headphones on over all the hair product you have in your hair?
Wow. Well, Tommy,
getting them off is the issue.
Do you want me to send you some? Because that ain't the Tommy Rooney I see on Instagram every weekend.
Hey.
Our last contestant today was gifted a free point 2 weeks ago by Jojo on Sound, and last week was screwed over by Jojo on Sound, who did not play the rapid fire ticker, so there was all the time in the world for him to completely bottle the rapid fire round. Back for another fumble with glory. It is the Meath Hillbilly, Tommy Rooney.
Hi lads, just on that, going back to last week's quiz, there's a couple of comments that came in on last week's YouTube.
Oh yeah, because we're now reading YouTube comments out in there, are we? I'll give you a few more YouTube comments, Tommy.
I'll start off with Cam 6511. Nathan is the real king of Ballyhonest. Fair enough. We'll move on to Putri Dog. I do a better job than this Jojo fella. Jojo, that's pretty harsh, but you better not hit the buzzer wrong this time. 710. Tommy said Nathan's first question was easy, but didn't know the answer. Bluffer. This game is all about bluffing. 710. Tim Cotter says, get Nate Dog, Gilroy, Tommy, and who's your daddy next week on the show? So, that's work. But this is the reason I'm reading these comments out. Aidan Larkin pointed out, and this one's got 4 likes. A 2-point swing on the questions asked after the timer in the rapid fire round went. Tommy, you were robbed.
That's got 4 likes, meaning that, like...
To your point, but sure, it's the same as any sport. Like, if the whistle was blown at 70 minutes, Mayo would have about 6 All-Irelands now. But
see, the issue isn't with the whistle, it's with the man chairing it. It's with the fella who's sitting in with the big red mic in front of him. There's an agenda going on here, Owen.
I was just about to say that I actually preferred the thuggish, successful Meath psyche rather than this pathetic looking for excuses Meath psyche, which has infiltrated every element of your county's being. Yeah. And we're seeing it manifest in the crappy quiz.
It's really no wonder Andy McEntee hasn't given you the call, is it? With this sort of bitching and whining and moaning. Imagine Tommy in the Meath squad. Andy, look at this on the Meath message board. They said Tommy should be starting at full forward. It got 4 likes. Out of here.
Gemma Rooney there.
That's it. Yeah. Thankfully, it's 3-1. Overruled is the official decision this morning. As ever, the format is the classic crappy quiz with a series of questions on different themes. Then onto the slip and slide of trivia, which is the rapid fire round. You can podcast a crappy quiz on the OTB SPORTS app. You can give us 5 out of 5, even if that doesn't represent your actual opinion on other apps. And please send any questions you have via Twitter DM. Round 1 is the boring questions round. Never multiple choice. Question 1 for you, Adrian. Scottish rugby is on a high after stuffing England in Twickenham last Saturday. But can you tell me which current Scotland player is the only one in their top 10 most capped players?
Ooh, for a second I thought this was for Nathan when I was going to give out.
Why?
Because you get it.
Oh, wow, geez, that is a dig and a half.
Would Football Man beat Adrian at his own sport? This is your specialist subject, Adrian.
Yeah, you just pointed that out there
all times capped Scottish players, definitely. Yeah.
You once watched a Pro 14 game involving a Scottish team. You're mad into it.
It's not a trick question, Adrian. That's how you should approach this.
Gonna go with Stuart Hogg.
Boom, correct. Stuart Hogg is correct.
That's the easiest bloody question there's ever been.
Come on, Adrian, well done. Who's your daddy?
It's my first point in about a month, Nathan. Get over it.
Give me, what were the alternatives? Johnny Gray.
No, it wouldn't be Johnny Gray. Jesus.
7th on the all-time list, Stuart Hogg. Well done, Adrian. I'm delighted for you. Question 1 for you, Nathan. Nathan, name the youngest Golden Boot winner in Premier League history.
Michael Owen.
These are too easy. Too easy. This could be the easiest boring questions round of all time. Very, very quick there off the buzzer for Nathan. 2 from 2.
No point overthinking it.
Tommy, only 3 artists not from the United States have played the Super Bowl halftime show in the last 10 years. The Weeknd is one. Can you name either of the other 2?
I was going to say, you've given 2 easy questions to the lads, and you've hit me with a tough one here. But it has to be Shakira.
Correct. We are 3 from 3. Well done. This is it. This is the happy version of the crappy quiz where there's going to be less complaining because everybody's just going to score full points.
Great. Well done, Tommy. Great answer. Well done, Nathan.
What was that question again?
Well done, everyone. Name somebody not from the United States who has performed in the Super Bowl halftime show in the last 10 years. Round 2.
I'll be honest, I nearly lost that one with Blind Rage, and then I went, take a breather, relax. Coldplay. So maybe I should just relax here. Maybe I should just take a breather and just try and get through the quiz.
Coldplay was the other alternative that you could have gone for, which also would have scored you the point. Round 2 is the Vive la France round, ahead of Ireland's clash with the French this weekend. This round will remind us of the sporting prowess of France. These questions you'll find are a little tougher. Question 2 for you, Adrian. Riders from which country outside of France have racked up the most Tour de France wins?
Oof. I mean, the most overall Tour de France wins.
General classification.
Yellow jersey.
Yeah. Well, it could
Maillot
be
jaune.
It could be Spain.
Could be.
That is certainly a country.
Stop trying to tempt Jojo into hitting the buzzer. So you claim that wasn't your answer.
Adrian deserves one, in fairness. He deserves one.
Obviously, the Brits have dominated over the last few years, but it's probably not them overall. Could be the Italians.
Also a country.
Come on.
Come on, we're going to have to push you for an answer here. This is ridiculous.
I'm going to go with, I think, Indiran on his own won about 47 of them. So I'm going to go with Spain.
No. Good thinking, though. If you thought of Eddie Merckx, he probably would have got it. Belgium is the answer.
I never would have got Belgium, to be honest.
Good luck.
Question 2 for you, Nathan. Only one French tennis player has won a Grand Slam since Amélie Mauresmo won 2 majors in 2006. This also came in the women's section of the tournament. Who is it?
Oh.
Oh. So I'm presuming Mary Pierce was before Amélie Mauresmo.
I was watching Pointless the other day, right? And I'm letting buying you a bit of time here. A question came on, and the person who was answering it cycled through 15 answers that had nothing to do with the question at all, just to prove how much he knew. Guess who the first name that came into my head was?
Somebody who knows a lot.
You.
Give me the question again.
Only one French tennis player has won a Grand Slam since Amélie Mauresmo won 2 of them in 2006. So who's the most recent French Grand Slam player? And it isn't Mauresmo.
That's exactly who he is. I can just picture Colin Boog screaming at the screen here.
Boom. Marion Bartley.
Way, well done.
Well done.
It's a good answer. Wimbledon 2013. Marion Bartley.
Mary Pierce, if you thought you were getting there.
No. Do you know? It's not how I got the final answer. Do you know how? I was watching the Question of Sport last Friday, and a similar-ish question came up, and I just remember they mentioned Amélie Mauresmo, but I'm fairly sure someone said Mary Pierce won it before Amélie Mauresmo, and otherwise I would have gone for Mary Pierce.
Who are the captains now on Question of Sport?
Still the same. I just started watching it. It's nice Friday. Family entertainment. Sit down with the lads.
Tough
offers. Yeah.
But they're finishing up. This is the last series, as far as I know. Of this.
And is Sue still presenting?
Crew. Yeah, but this is Sue's last series.
Right.
It's the production of it is too slick now. It's not.
Yeah.
It looks like a big sort of sterile studio. It's too slick.
Well, they have to sit 2 meters apart, so it is a big sterile studio.
I mean,
it's exactly what they want. Exactly.
You never know, boys. The BBC could be on the lookout for a new quiz.
No, they're not.
Yeah, God, that'll be class.
They have their.
Owen could be the new Sue Barker.
Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. Question 2 for you, Tommy. I'm sure Tufton and Dawson are watching this, trying to get their answers for next week's quiz as well. Good afternoon to you both. Question 2 for you, Tommy. Name the last French footballer to finish in the top 3 in the Ballon d'Or vote. He's also the most recent top 3 finisher in the FIFA equivalent.
Right.
Ooh.
This is kind of this is a messy one. Damn.
There's a messy one.
Could you give it to me one more time? Because I feel like there's a quirk in the question that I got to hear it one more time.
Name the last French footballer to finish in the top 3 in the Ballon d'Or.
There's a quirk in there somewhere.
Gold, silver, or bronze winner.
The main quirk being you don't know the answer.
Thierry Henry.
No, it's not Thierry Henry.
It's not Zidane, is it?
No.
Paul Pogba?
All right.
No.
Mbappe?
Antoine Griezmann.
Griezmann.
Zidane is the last Ballon d'Or winner from France, but Griezmann is the last one to finish in the top 3.
And was Henry ever in the mix? No.
Henry finished second, I think, to Zidane. Yeah, he definitely finished second one of the years.
So I would have been wrong anyway if Griezmann hadn't been.
Oh no, you were definitely wrong.
You were 100%. Yeah. We move on. You're on 1 point. Adrian, you're on 1 point. Nathan, you're on 2 points. As we move on to round 3, which is the very memorable red cards round. After Peter O'Mahony sending off in Cardiff, this round will test your knowledge of other famous red cards. We'll give you a famous game, and all you got to do is tell me who got sent off. Adrian, who got sent off in a quarter-final of the 2010 World Cup?
Nigel de Jong?
No, you rushed in there.
It was England. Was it in England?
Wayne Rooney.
It wasn't England, was it?
No, Wayne Rooney was 2004 European Championship.
I wouldn't be giving away all your thoughts here, lads. This is
But it's over. You got it wrong.
2006.
No, but there's more similar questions to come now.
You actually could have given me 2 answers. The main one is Luis Suarez. His handball against Ghana was in the 2010 World Cup quarter-final. Also, Felipe Melo got sent off for Brazil in a quarter-final. If you had somehow given me that, you would have also got the point. You might have given you 2 points for that. Nathan, who got sent off in the 2004 Munster hurling final?
Okay, let's call a timer here.
Yeah, timer. Come on.
You know, the radio's going to go off.
Obviously, somebody
Come
well
on.
known.
These are all famous red cards. But the
Come on,
very
we don't
memorable
have
red
time
cards.
for
Come on,
just cycling through.
Stop
Come
giving
on.
him hints. He either knows it or he doesn't.
Yeah.
Don't
He
know.
doesn't know it. No.
No, it's not
And
Dundalk.
Osby County.
John Milan.
It's John Milan.
I was going to say John Milan, and then I was
You
thinking,
didn't.
it's too long ago.
Tommy, big opportunity for you to draw level with Nathan here.
Massive chance.
Who got sent off in the 1995 All-Ireland football final?
This is a 14-yard free. Why am I getting an easy? Charlie Redmond.
Well, I thought they were all easy. That's the thing.
That last one.
I thought they were all
To be
easy.
fair, sorry, hang on a second.
Did Charlie actually get sent off?
Any arbiter of all that's right would know straight away. Those last two questions were infinitely easier than that question I got asked.
The
They
2010
They just
World
were.
Cup is
They just
remembered
were.
for Ghana's tears and nothing else.
Yeah.
John
And Lewis
Milan
Suarez was that.
saying "I loves me county" is an iconic cultural moment in this country. Charlie Redmond staying on the pitch after he got sent off is an iconic cultural moment in this country. Luis Suarez is not on that level. I'm sorry.
You got
gotta
screwed.
understand.
You got screwed.
Luis Suarez is
question.
more iconic than both of them.
Yeah,
It's true. Lewis Suarez
Not
was
in
the
this country.
easiest one there. Tommy was 2 when the Charlie Redmond thing happened. And I would actually say the John Milan thing was actually the toughest question there.
Thanks.
Because
No, it wasn't.
it's more the interview that's famous than the red card.
Yeah. But you know,
we
you
can
know
all
the red
picture
card
Milan
because of the
going off.
interview.
We can
Anyway,
all picture
round-
that. I can see
round
Milan
4.
walking off the field up there.
Round 4 is the Fun Free Magic Number round. So if you're new to this, contestants get 3 points for getting the number exactly right. And if no one manages that, the nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points. And then the second closest gets 1 point as well. So I'm going to say that we can only accept the answer that's written on your paper. I'm also going to have to ask for your pens once the music ends. So if you don't mind, give us the following number. The number of career goals Zlatan Ibrahimovic has now scored after his latest milestone. Plus the number of Super Bowl rings now won by Tom Brady. Plus the squad number Phil Foden wears at Manchester City. Plus the number of times Ireland have been shown a red card in the Six Nations. Your 30 seconds expire when Sinatra sings Bright Shiny Beads.
Oh, Jesus.
What was the first question?
How many goals has Zlatan scored at club level? He reached a big milestone this week. How many goals has he now scored at club level? The number of Super Bowl rings Tom Brady has now earned. The squad number Phil Foden wears at City. And the number of red cards Ireland have been shown in Six Nations history. Pens down, please. Adrian,
233.
Nathan,
I've come way. What was I thinking? 556.
556. Tommy,
Well, I just want to be clear that the answer before Zlatan's goals is 52,
Whoa.
and I went with
No,
4.
give your
Just
answer.
give us
Come
the
on.
number.
452.
Nathan, you're going to be kicking yourself. It's 555. Nathan went 1 over. 555. And Nathan went 556.
Oh, my God.
That would have been one of the best 3-pointers
that would
ever.
have been the
Has
best.
Zlatan not got 501 goals?
No.
Oh, because he scored twice the other night. I just have it
Oh,
down as
no.
500. I will do
You're
it.
a disgrace, Owen. You are a disgrace.
One of the greatest.
Who
One
else
of
in
the
the world has
greatest
done
of
this?
all time.
Let me just...
Let's just check this now. Come on. I don't know if that's true. That was a Hail Mary from Nathan.
Oh, I'm sorry. 556 is back on the money. Zlatan Ibrahimovic continues to defy the aging process as the 39-year-old striker scored a 501st goals of his career. I apologise, Nathan.
That is
I
one of the
apologise.
great answers.
Owen has
Five
ruined.
and six.
Owen is VAR, by the way. He's the human embodiment of VAR. He's just ruined your whirly goal from the halfway line. He spoiled it.
No, it's the
Bar.
opposite.
Well done, Nathan. Very well done. Well done.
We
Very good.
arrived at the right decision eventually. So Zlatan's got 501 goals now for in his club
I was
career.
starting to doubt myself because I was thinking 501 goals. If you divide that by 20 seasons, there's an awful lot of goals a season. But yes, clearly he has done that.
Tom Brady's got 7 Super Bowl rings. Phil Foden wears 47. And
44. That's where it was at. Well, I suppose
Ireland
I'm
have
100
only
as well.
1 red card in Six Nations history, which brings the total to 556, which gives Nathan a score of 5 points.
Did you have all those correct, Nathan?
Yeah.
Does it?
Oh
yeah, it does. Yeah.
So
and you doubted yourself. You doubted yourself there at some point.
No, I doubted myself about I was like, I knew I'd seen that he'd got 501 goals, but then I was thinking, 501 goals is a hell of a lot of club goals. But
we just call it like
he's an old man.
My apologies. Nathan, you're on 5. Tommy, you're on 2. Adrian, you're on 1. And we're on to the final. Our winner tonight will be decided in the round that separates the men from the boys, the Paul McGraths from the Paul Mescals. It's the no theme in particular, ridiculously easy rapid fire round. The score you get in this round will be added to your score in the previous round, and there will be 40 seconds for everyone to answer from the same set of questions. We're going to start with Nathan, then on to Tommy, then on to Adrian. And if you get a question correct, I'll keep asking you questions until you get one wrong, at which point you get deducted 1 point.
Can I just
ready,
make
Nathan?
one request before we start on?
Here we go.
So because he's so far ahead, what you're going to see here is stalling, right? He's going to go
100%.
and he's going because he's so far ahead.
As everybody does every week when they're thinking of the answer.
So I'm only asking one thing.
It's rapid
fire. Can we rapidly fire through them?
Yes, rapid fire. You got through the questions last week, Owen, and you gave us 2 after the timer, so Nathan could rob me.
Let's get the time right today, Jojo.
Get through it. Come on. Come on, Owen.
Thank you for your contributions. We will do all of that. Nathan, you ready?
You put together a great quiz so far.
Thank you, Tommy, actually. Yeah.
Don't let yourself down here, man.
God, we might actually leave that timer just roll a little bit at the end. Nathan Murphy, your 40 seconds starts now. What Australian team is Rob Kearney signed up to play for?
Western Force.
Correct. In what club does Antoine Dupont play for?
Toulouse.
Correct. In what year did Tipperary last win a Hurling All-Ireland?
2017.
No, 2019. Denis Shapovalov plays what sport, Tommy?
Jesus, tennis.
Correct. What was the last club Sam Allardyce managed before West Brom?
Stoke.
No, Everton. Liverpool signed Ben Davis from which club last week, Adrian?
Luton.
No, Preston. Hull City play their football in what division, Nathan?
League One.
Correct. Xavi is managing a club in which country at the moment?
Qatar.
Correct. 8-2-0. Nathan Murphy does it again. Let's play the music for Nathan.
Play that funky music.
I deserved it, to be fair, having got that.
Is this new music?
If I had gotten Sam Allardyce, if I just got Big Sam, I'd have got
been a very different outlook. The floor is yours, Nathan. Say whatever you like in victory.
Camp.
Jesus.
Back. Apparently there were some quizzes at the start of the year that I wasn't involved in. They are null and void, I think. It's very
Can I make one point?
It's like having an All-Ireland football championship and Dublin not being involved. Is the
Can I make one final point?
Around.
I get a bit of stick for complaining on this quiz, but if Nathan hadn't correctly complained about the quizmaster's misappropriation of numbers in the numbers round, he would not have won this quiz. So you have to complain. You have to question everything.
Well, I didn't complain. I pointed out that he was wrong. There's a difference. You're just bitching and moaning.
You could have kept your mouth shut. You could have said no.
Why would I do that when I knew I was right?
I don't know.
Just get the answers right, Tommy.
Of the quiz.
Get the answers right.
Mr. Pointless over here.
Turn up. When are we getting Gilroy in?
I turn up every week. I turn up every week.
Next week. We will have him back next week for a heavyweight clash, and we look forward to that. So join us then next week. Congratulations once again to Nathan Murphy.
Thank you, Owen.
Adrian.
Well done, Jojo. Good job.
We'll see you next week.
Chris Waddle.
Oh, you're kidding me. September.
Kyle Lafferty.
Are you joking me?
Is that right?
I know it's not right.
Anybody else?
Leash, was it?
Like, that is one of the most stupid questions.
Darius Vassell? Seriously, you all need to just stay quiet. This is getting really annoying doing this quiz.
What is going on here?